Hi everyone. Today I'm going to focus on very common email attack, and interestingly I'm going to concentrate today on a real attack happened very recently in Sri Lanka. So a victim is a leading apparel exporter in Sri Lanka which has buyers around the globe. So this company has exported a few containers to few countries and expecting their payment. Meanwhile, one of the buyers were receiving a mail from the apparel company. I'm going to mask confidential information because for security concerns, but you would see the mail. So I just grab it to a Word document. So it says that uh, subject is a payment invoice and it has copied to multiple people and also addressing few other responsible people from the buyer's company. It's looked like mail was generated from our apparel company, and it has few responsible people attached there, and they were receiving this mail. The subject is payment invoice urgent, and then it says well noted, thanks for your payment confirmation, well appreciated, and it says see below updated bank information for payment process. All right, so if you notice that the company is Sri Lankan company, but they were asking that, or they were informing that they have upgraded their bank information to bank. I have not removed any information there because I would want everybody to know that. So now the present bank or the change bank is somewhere Brussels. And if you go down, you would see it's a huge mail and it looked like very legitimate mail. So then what happened was initially we were noticed that the buyer has made the payment. It's something like few $1,000s, right? But later we get to know that it was not made. The payment wasn't made, and then we let's go and uh, analyze the header. So once you analyze this header, there are multiple tools to do that. So you can use MHA or Microsoft Mail Header Analyzer. So once you analyze it, you would see the real, uh, mail sender is different from the, actual email domain. So it was generated somewhere like, somewhere, uh, according to this, just2050.justhost.com. So justhost.com is free hosting or hosting provider where anybody can host a service there. So they have faked or spoofed sender's email address, it to be seen look like apparel company, and they have seen this mail and they have sent through multiple mail addresses and the gateways, and finally they receive the mail, right? So most interestingly, so I just got the first header related information to show you. It's something like this, right? From, let's say these are not real names, but I would want to show you how it works. Like from address is Aidan Norman, for an example, and email address is something like this, Aidan at Microsoft.com. And we have sort of an impression that whenever we receive a mail, it's legitimate and it can be used as a digital evidence, but mostly email is not very secure medium of communication, right? And if you would concentrate here, if you notice carbon copy or CC is given to Alex Wilbur. Let's say I have taken some examples, right? So example.com and Alex Wilbur, and he has also copied to his personal email address. It look like his personal email address. And Alpha Power, again sample question, and it's these are some of the responsible people from the organization. And also to address is this, right? Now if you notice this, for the first glance you wouldn't notice that, but if you analyze properly you would see from address is this and to address is correct, right? But CC address, if you look at here, instead of L, they have replaced L with 1. So at a glance, it look like the real email address, but it's not. So whenever, for instance, admin reply to this mail, any of these people will not receive the real mail. But inside that, they have also copied these to Alex Wilber's personal email address. So what obviously can happen is an attacker has created free email address, and then they have very uh, they have changed all these email addresses to fake addresses, fake IDs, but this email address is attackers created or fake or spoofed email address. Whenever this guy, for instance, he has respond this. So usually financial or this type of mails, usually you are not replying, but you are replying to all. So admin will under the impression that everyone of this group would receive the mail, but it's not. Only attacker would receive this. So once attacker receive the mail, he can again craft something similar to the fake mail that's being sent earlier, and adding proper appropriate headers and send it across. So final output would be a buyer can transfer the amount of money to somewhere else, not to the real client. So the moral of this story is whenever you receive a mail, especially related to funds or financial transaction, best thing is to verify this before you transfer the money. Don't take email as a digital evidence or only proof. So please confirm that, because otherwise you will be in a trouble. In other words, using IT security mechanisms like firewalls, intrusion detection systems, prevention system, and all sorts of stuff, we can't uh, protect from social engineering attacks. So best way is to educate users to have proper understanding over it, and then be vigilant this kind of attack. And if you go through this header analysis, you would see the subject here, and then the message ID, and then the time, and the for, from, to, and CC addresses. And then if you would see, these are the headers, right? So this is the recipient header, right? Received headers. So this is where mail has generated, right? So webmail dot something hosted in just 2050 justhost.com. So apparently it look fishy, and the gateways are different, right? So and others are, I'm not going to take much time there. So from to CC headers, and if you notice, these reply headers are entirely different from the CC and other headers. So real headers and reply headers are different, which means they have used in reply headers something like this. They have changed intentionally these headers, where whenever recipient reply to all, nobody in the loop would receive. That was intentionally made, and only the personal email address, which is create and under control by attacker, would receive it. And if you go in there, so SPF or spam protection framework, they have found out this is not the real originated or source server is not the real server of the sender. So they have rejected this mail. They have verified, and it says fail, but it the sender received, but SPF verification fail, which means it's not a real mail. So again, authentication received, authentication is failed because it's not the real uh, domain which is claimed to be, right? So you would see, and all these uh, information take us to you know a, phishing mail which is crafted intentionally to get these funds transferred to attackers bank account. So I hope you understand the attack and be vigilant of this kind of attacks, because there are a number of attacks these days reported, not only in Sri Lanka but everywhere, especially due to this COVID-19 situation. People are working from home and they rely on email communication. So this is a nice and classic example to be vigilant over the mail that you receive. Especially you can incorporate certain additional security layers like encryption, and also you can use something like RMS services if your server is supporting, like right management services, where you can encrypt or you can control the mails and documents in Microsoft 365. And Office 365 has inbuilt set of features depending on the subscription that you have. Even if you are not, if you don't have a Microsoft subscription, you can have, there are multiple third party tools which can produce same kind of protection. And mainly you need to educate your users, especially finance team and everyone. If it is specially related to funds or money transaction, don't only rely on email addresses, emails. Please contact them over the phone or any other means before you start the communication. So I think it's informative and you got the idea. So the intention of this video is to give you an understanding about this kind of attacks. So be vigilant, and I hope this is informative. And thanks for watching, and see you with uh, next video.